Hello, Lincoln Elementary. It's Mrs. Anderson here. I need to talk to you about our STAR Assembly. That's when we come together as a whole school in the gymnasium and celebrate all the children who have been following our STAR expectations. Now, if you're a student who has been to Lincoln School for a while, you know all about this. But maybe you're new to Lincoln School, or maybe you're a kindergartner. Well, this is a time when we celebrate all these hardworking students who have showed S, show respect, T, tell the truth, A, always be caring, and R, responsible choices. And it's such an exciting time. So you're probably wondering, how do I get nominated? What does it mean to be nominated? Well, your teachers are looking right now. Always, every day, they're looking for that student who's either online showing us the STAR expectations, or they're showing it through their work that they turn in. And look at all these STAR students who were nominated and chosen to be the Lincoln STAR student. Yes, this wall is at Lincoln School, and if you are chosen, your picture will be in one of these frames. That's exciting. The whole school will get to celebrate with you. Now, how you do it is you're going to make sure that every time you log in, you do your very best job for your teacher. And then they may choose you. Now, they can only choose one student per month. So if you don't get chosen that first month, that's all right. It's just not your time yet. That's right. The power of yet. You keep doing your work. Keep showing that STAR expectations, and maybe the next month it'll be you. Now, once everybody's chosen, Mrs. McFerrin puts all of your names in a hat, and she draws out one of you, and that is our Lincoln STAR student. Then you sit in this special chair in front of the whole assembly, and you get to wear the Lincoln hat, and you get all the honor, plus your picture up on this wall. Now, when we come together and celebrate, we will also be doing a character trait, which is how can we be a good person, a good citizen in our community? Not just our community of Canton, Illinois, but also our community of Lincoln School. So we're gonna have our first Lincoln School Assembly coming up, and I can't wait for you to see our virtual assembly. Good luck, and do a great job with your STAR expectations. Hi, Lincoln School. Welcome to our first whole school assembly. So at this assembly, we're going to talk about a responsible virtual learner. Well, what is responsible? I bet your parents tell you to be responsible. I bet your teachers have said be responsible. But what is that word? Well, being responsible means that you choose to make the right choice. Choices that are going to help you and other people, whether it's to learn or maybe just being a good person, a good citizen. When you're responsible, you're making those choices that you know are right. So what about a virtual learner? How does that look? Well, it's probably the same as when you were in the classroom. You gave everything you had, trying your best. You made your teacher feel important by listening and taking turns with listening and speaking. You also always came to school on time. You were very polite to your classmates, sharing ideas. Being responsible is important in the in-person learning or virtually. Let's take a look at virtual learning for a second.
Being a responsible online learner is very similar to being a responsible learner in the classroom. To be a responsible online learner, you need to be on time. You need to have a quiet place to work with no distractions. You need to be prepared when your class meeting starts. Have good presentation. Make sure that you're in a good spot and your camera's turned on and you're sitting up straight. Mute yourself when it is not your time to speak. Participate in group discussions. Communicate responsibly. Have clear communication. Be respectful to all of your classmates and your teachers. Now, friends, you're about to see a video of the Lincoln School teachers acting as students in Mrs. Anderson's class. Now, you will see some students are being very responsible and respectful. And others, friends, oh, they are not meeting the online virtual learning expectations. You will see and hear Mrs. Anderson try to teach her class a lesson, and by the end of it, you'll notice that she was not successful. She spent so much time redirecting her students and reminding them of the virtual learning expectations that she was not able to teach them her lesson. Take a look. Can you spot the teachers, the students who are being responsible learners, and those who need to be reminded of the expectations?
Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for coming to class today. Oh my goodness, we're going to have a great day in our virtual classroom. The first thing I need to remind everyone is we're going to be successful. If you mute, then everybody can listen to the story that we're going to read about the Ott family.
I don't like that story. It's dumb.
Well, it's part of our lesson today. We have to learn.
Mom!
And again, I love that song for No Blocks, but that is the song that we have to play after. Come to the class and be responsible like Baldry. Baldry, I love the way you're sitting nicely, you have your mic muted, and you are ready for class, Baldry. That makes my teacher happy. Now, I will wait. Thank you. Jokums, I have to congratulate you for being prepared for class and being ready to learn. This is not easy. But it's really important for us to make sure that we follow all of our expectations. If you are going to show respect, you need to stay muted while someone else is talking.
Really?
Because talking is about taking
He's got his glasses on.
You're the listener. Wow. Again, Otto, I congratulate you for doing the R, responsible choices.
Thanks.
Brewer, you can have your siblings go to the other room.
But no, they want to sit with me. They're my best friend.
They can't because we are in class. Boys and girls, please remember, like Beatles, that we are in class. I know this looks different, but we're still here to learn. And we have to train our brains and our bodies to make sure that we're ready to learn. Everyone take a moment.
I don't think I got this in my packet.
And you have to be ready for our book. Now, Clarity, remember, if you don't have it in your packet, you need to raise your hand and wait for it to be called on, because I would like to continue the lesson. Gillum, it is important that you are here on time. You have missed the beginning of our lesson. Sorry, I was in another meet. The next time, please make sure you watch your time and you come on time. Harris, again, it's very distracting to me and the other learners when you don't speak correctly. All right. The Ott family. Can anyone raise their hand and tell me a word that you know that rhymes with dog?
Pot.
Oh, please make sure you have to raise your hand. We need to make sure that we're fair to our other students.
Yeah. My eyes.
I'll wait. Everybody mute.
Could you repeat that question, Mrs. Anderson?
I didn't hear you.
I will. I'll have to wait. It's important to be respectful. If you're not respectful, then we are not going to work. That rhymes with dot.
That would be pot. P-O-T, pot.
That's what I said.
Very good. Excellent.
I know that word. Lot.
All right, now listen. It is already time for you guys to go to your success groups, and we did not get finished because we were not responsible. But I do appreciate
Oh my God, I could go up to tomorrow. Muted when she should have been.
I don't like my success, teacher. I'm not young.
Teacher, I'm gonna put Gillum, you cannot write things in the chat box that has nothing to do with the class. I love success, but I need to eat right now. I think I need a brain break. Boys and girls, I think that we are going to have to make sure that tomorrow we are more prepared for class. After you come back from success, I want everyone to review what you should do during class. I want you to be respectful by muting your mics. I would like for you to be prepared for class and on time so that we can all learn. Remember, S, show respect. T, tell the truth. A, always be caring. Are responsible choices. So when we come back, I expect all of you to be ready to learn. Thank you, boys and girls.
Bye, Mrs. Anderson.
Bye. Bye, guys. I'll see you after success.
Wow. Did you see those students in Mrs. Anderson's class? Miss Beatles and Mrs. Jocums and Mrs. Baldry, they were so prepared. But some of the other students were not. They were not being responsible online learners. Let's take a look, and we're going to meet with Mrs. McFerrin, and we are going to find out who has been showing these Google Meet expectations in their classrooms the first quarter.
Hello, Lincoln Elementary School students. This is Mrs. McFerrin. I'm excited to announce our first Lincoln Star nominees for the school year. Please listen closely. Our first nominee is Emma Myers. Emma shows the star expectations in our virtual classroom and has grown to be quite the responsible learner. She's always on time to her meetings and comes prepared. She's very diligent about muting her microphone and raising her hand when she wants to talk to me or the entire class. Even though this year has been very different than her year in kindergarten, Emma has continued to work incredibly hard and gives her all each and every day. Way to go, Emma. I am so thankful I get to be your teacher, and I'm so proud of the growth you've already shown. Our second nominee is Jocelyn Nelson. This sweet young lady is always very respectful to all of her peers and myself. She does not speak without saying excuse me, please, and thank you. She's a very dedicated student. She always does her best, and she does it with a smile. She's willing to guide others who may need a hand. Jocelyn is one of the most caring students I've had in my 25 plus years of teaching. She's an amazing leader in our class by always making responsible choices. Congratulations, Jocelyn. Mrs. B is very proud of you. Ariana Louder. Ariana is a great role model during class. She's kind, considerate, and respectful to everyone. She is a hard worker and is eager to learn. Miss Kane is very proud of you, Ariana. Journey Shannon. Journey continues to be an organized and prepared student despite any challenges the remote learning presents her. She contributes to our daily lessons by participating and having good classroom manners. Great job, Journey. Lily Vale. Lily is a new student at Lincoln Elementary, and she has adjusted well even though our remote learning setting. She learned the Lincoln School Star expectations and quickly followed them. She joins our meetings every day, pays attention, and is prepared. Lily volunteers to answer questions and share stories during class time. She's a hard worker. Keep up the great work, Lily. Keep showing the star qualities. Mrs. Harris is very proud of you. Decker Ashley. Decker shows the star expectations every day. He's respectful during class by remaining muted until it's his turn to speak. He comes to class every day on time and tries his best. He makes the responsible choice to do his work each day and turn it in on Seesaw. Nice work, Decker. Reese Darnell. Reese has been positive about everything since day one. She brings a fun and positive vibe to the class. She works very hard to complete all of her assignments. She comes to all of her afternoon group meetings and she participates in discussion. She's a kind and helpful classmate. Congratulations, Reese. Ricky Bybee. Ricky is very helpful in class. To me and the other students. He participates and turns in all of his work. He comes to class every day excited to learn. He asks questions when he needs clarification, and he always does his best. He's very polite and respectful and a good friend to all of the students in his class. Nice job, Ricky. Blaise Wilson. Blaise is such a hard worker all of the time. He never gives up and always asks questions when he doesn't understand something. He's kind, helpful, and always on task. Blaise always uses his best manners. Mrs. Baldry is so proud of Blaise's grit and how he displays a growth mindset. Way to go, Blaise. Landon Conhorst. Landon is an extremely kind, caring, responsible young man. He's always ready to jump in and help in class by sharing his ideas, and is always ready to listen. He follows all of Mrs. Brewer's directions and remembers to turn in all of his assignments on time. He's doing a great job with remote learning and keeping track of all of his work and papers. And he remembers to keep his mic muted except when it's his turn to talk. Then he makes sure to share meaningful ideas with the rest of the class. Landon also is among the first to share a word of encouragement with other students in the class. Great job, Landon. Mrs. Brewer is so proud of you. I'm going to put all of the Lincoln Star nominees' names into my basket. I'm going to pull one out. That student is going to be our Lincoln Star student for the first quarter. Our Lincoln Star student for the first quarter is Ricky Bybee. Congratulations, Ricky. All of our nominees will receive a Lincoln Star student bracelet and necklace, and also another special gift that'll be dropping by your home. I look forward to seeing everyone, and congratulations to all of my friends for being Lincoln Star nominees for the month.